Hey Scott, who are your starters
We're
tonight?
starting at the 3 tonight.
And the 4.
I would have won a lot of money if I was a betting man. I don't know. Can you verse me on the NBA rules? Do I have to report that now?
What is it? Yeah, I think by my rules that I'm making right now, you have to report it right now.
All right, good point. Well, you might have to find me. Now we're gonna start Denny. I thought Denny's done a great job throughout the camp. He's really showed us a lot. I know he's only 19 years old, but he plays with a passion, plays with the determination that I like. I like his toughness. It wasn't given. He earned it. He really earned it. Just like Rui last year as a young player, so he earned it. At the 4 tonight, that's going to be by committee to start the game. Isak is going to start there. So it's going to be. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about tonight's game. It's going to be a lot of good storylines and a lot of good matchups that we can look at, and we got a lot of guys. We got a lot of guys to choose from.
Ava?
Hey Scott, I'm sure someone told you on your way there that the Thunder Rockets game has been postponed. If there was anyone left still not taking this seriously, how much of this is either a wake-up call or the league setting a precedent, do you feel like?
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was postponed. I knew that they had some things going on there, and I heard about it on the bus ride in, but no, I did not know it was postponed. I mean, it's a serious thing. We all have to do our best and manage the situation. The temptation of doing what we used to do is always going to be there, but I don't know their situation. I know we talk to our guys constantly, and we could do everything right and still something, like this something happen. Nobody really knows how things work out, but what we do know is we have to do our part, and we got to do it. We got to do it. We can't be complacent. We can't, relax. We got to keep being on it. Hygiene, social distancing, mask. But, we have to do that. I don't like wearing a mask, but I do as much as I can.
Chris Miller?
Scotty, with Isak being in the starting lineup, that gives you a lot of defensive flexibility. Can he guard Curry, Green, Harris? How do you see him matching up with their personnel?
I think he's going to have to just the way we can play now, we can switch a lot. And our film session or scouting report this morning, we make sure that everybody has to be aware of everybody's tendency, because we have a lot of switchable lineups. The only guy that we don't really have that can switch is our 5s. But you have to be able to know the tendencies of every player on the starting lineup and every player that potentially can be playing in the game. And that's the growth of our team now. We've had a year together. A lot of our young guys is to really understand the personnel of the league. It's hard to learn going around, and Denny's going to have his ups and downs and what guys like to do and what guys don't, because sometimes it goes so fast and they come right at you that you don't know, like this guy likes his shot fake when he goes left, 2 dribbles. But I think with Bonga is great for us. Bonga's great for us because he can start, he come off the bench, and he doesn't have to play at times, and he always comes with great effort and with a smile on his face. That's why everybody in the organization loves what he brings to the table.
One question on Russ, because of your experience with him game day. What is he like in the moments leading up to opening tip?
Well, I'll just give you just a little insight. I mean, I've been with him for a long time, and we grew up together. I grew up, being a head coach, and he grew up in the league. And I'm pretty proud of his mindset. I'm pretty proud of what he is in the 3 weeks now, what he has been able to instill into our program. professionalism has just been remarkable. He grabbed the group together before our last exhibition game. I think it was an early shoot around or a meeting, I forget where we were. And he said, hey, the game doesn't start at 7. The game starts now. When you wake up in the morning, that's when the game starts. You got to prepare yourself. You got to think about who you're guarding, how you're going to impact the game in a positive way. And just with him saying those words, players listen. I mean, coaches have to do our job, but when you have a player with his leadership and his resume, they're going to listen. So that's always good to see. And but the crazy thing is, it's always been that way. He has been like so locked in on game days. I've been around him enough. You don't want to mess with him on game days because he's locked in from breakfast on. And he's already thinking about how he can hate the other opponent.
That doesn't take much being in Philly, though.
No, right? It should be great for him and also our team to get out there and play against somebody. We're excited. A lot of good things are happening. The last 3 or 4 weeks or 3 weeks together, and get to see it all come out and play. And I'm sure there's going to be some nervous moments for certain players, but just had a conversation with Danny. He's excited. He said it's still kind of weird that, it doesn't seem like a normal regular season game because we're not going to have fans. I just said, count yourself lucky. You don't have to deal with the Philadelphia because I mean, I played here 2 years and they are awesome and they get into the game and they let you have it. So I said, and I'm sure with Russell now on our team, if I can remember all those days, those 7 years together, they love to let him have it. And he gave them just as much as they gave it to him.
Thanks, Scotty.
Thank you.
Fred?
Hey, Scott. I'm just wondering, I know you did a lot of walkthroughs last year in lieu of shoot around. What exactly do you find is the value in doing it right before the game as opposed to that morning?
Yeah, it's just going to be, this year is just going to be, you have to adapt. And I read something today from our team is really hit home. You have to adapt and thrive. You can't just because all this is going on, you're changing and you have to, we're not used to doing this and, things aren't going our way because we have to do this. You got to adapt and you got to thrive and you got to find what's best. Do I like having shoot arounds? I love being in the gym. But I know with all the testing and all the things that we have to do, it just makes it challenging. So we're adapting and we're trying to be creative and trying to figure out different ways where we can prepare for the game. And I like having guys get up and get to see each other and look each other in the eye and we watch some film on their personnel. We watch some film on their plays, and we watch some film on how we need to do things tonight to have success. So I kind of love it. I kind of actually love it because it challenges me not to do the NBA, the traditional pregame and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to our coaches coming up with things. And I talk to our players all the time. What do you like and what you don't like? Do you got any ideas? And I think that's what we're building here. Everybody has to work together.
And is Bertans on any sort of restriction tonight or anybody else?
I'm going to try to keep his minutes manageable. I can't imagine him playing in the high teens. I would love to play him, but he hasn't done a lot of 5-on-5. He had his share before the first game, didn't play a lot of minutes. He had the visa situation before camp started, so he came out late. But we with him, it's about getting him ready and focusing on a long season. I'd love to have him for 30 minutes tonight if I can, but I can't imagine him playing more than 18, 20 minutes.
Quentin? That was my question, so I'm all good.
Your name's not on there, but Moore T.
Hey, Scotty, Tom Moore. How you doing, man?
Hey, Tom, what's happening, man? Good seeing you.
Good seeing you, too. I had a question. With Philly having so many new faces and new guys, their half-court offense, they seemed a little out of sync in the preseason. Is that a priority for you guys to get them out of transition and get them into their set offense, more so, Scotty?
Yeah, I mean, Tom, we want to do that just about every game. Every team is much better in transition, and Ben is as athletic and gets the three-point line to inside the key within 3 seconds. So we want to make sure that we can get back, and if we can make them try to score over 5 guys every time down court, and you do that a few different ways. You do that by getting buckets and good offensive balance yourself. You do that by getting to the free throw line. But we want to keep them in half court as much as we can. But that's definitely our philosophy with every team. But this team is special. They got a lot of talent. Doc is going to be able to put it all together, and this team is as good as any team in the East. But we're looking forward to the challenge tonight.
Thank you, Scotty.
Thanks, Tom. Good seeing you.
All right, last question from Howard. Excuse me, Howard Eskin.
Howard.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing?
And
I still can't get away from Scotty because I always knew you as Scotty, but now you're Scott because you're a big time coach.
yeah, man, this is like a reunion here, man.
I know. Hey, last night, our boy Charles Barkley guaranteed. I don't know if you may have talked about it with your media. Guaranteed that the Wizards, that you guys would make the playoffs. Have you spoken to him? And what confidence did either you give him or did he get to make that guarantee last night?
I did see that. That was funny. That was he's the best. I'll tell you what, he's guaranteed a lot and it very rarely comes through. But my job is to take care of my former roommate. I'm gonna pay him back because he didn't charge me rent for 2 months. Hopefully we can have a good year and we can make the playoffs. But I like our chances. I like the group that I'm with. We definitely have some guys that are going to have to learn on the fly, but we got 2 good players in our backcourt that've been great and been good leadership. But I hope that Charles is right on that guarantee.
Hey, good luck and thanks. And sorry, I can't, in the world we live in now, sorry I can't see it.
I know, man. Maybe next time. Hopefully soon.
Okay, take care.
Talk to you,
Good luck.
Howard. Appreciate it.
Take care. All right, bye.
All right, appreciate you, Coach.